Greetings, good people. Welcome back to the hot potato. The hot potato today is culture shock. I found it very, very weird when I lived in South Africa that the way their customs when it comes to funerals totally different to Africa. South Africa is Africa elite. So Africa, if someone dies, life stops. Everything stops. We drop the tools and we make sure we attend to the funeral, and as soon as we can, the person is buried. In South Africa, it's totally different. Someone, your neighbor, a few houses away from you can die and you might not even know it. And I'm not talking in the burbs where there's one house here and then I'm talking a car. See, there's one house here and then the other one is few meters away. No, I'm talking a car where all the houses are jammed together and the neighbor passes on. You may not know it, or you may have to suspect that something is not there. Maybe you don't see him, maybe you normally see him, something like that. But in Africa, life stops, as I've said earlier, and people cry big time that you will definitely know. You don't have to ask what has happened. You know that there is a person who has passed on in our neighborhood. There is no secret about it. And this cry I'm talking of, people kilometers away can pick that something has gone wrong and someone has lost his life. So that's how it is. But in South Africa, next door neighbor gone, and they just meet after 6 after work, sing a few verses and maybe preach a bit, and then they go home. That's it. There's no singing throughout the night like we do in Africa. That's it. That's it. Then they meet again and do the same thing tomorrow after 6 p.m. after work, sing few verses, then they go, which is so different to where I come from. So I found that very not strange, but so different to our ways and our customs. Then the other thing is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday belongs to Caesar, and give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. You die on Monday, you're not going to be buried on Tuesday. You're not going to be buried on Thursday. That belongs to work. People are going to work. If you don't work, those that work will only attend your funeral maybe Thursday. On weekend, Saturday. Saturday is the day. It's like official. Saturday is the day in most parts of South Africa, and most people in South Africa, they bury their loved ones on a Saturday. The other days, they do normal work. You still go to work. I can imagine this. You've lost your mother. You've lost your loved one. You still go to work. You still think, I can keep my relative or brother at the funeral parlor or at the mortuary somewhere in a hospital for 2 weeks. It's not an issue. Aish. In Africa, we respect the dead. Africa. Hey. As I've said earlier, life stops. Everything stops. You have to attend the funeral and make sure the person is buried, decent burial as soon as possible. 2-3 days max. But yeah, they can have a funeral for weeks, 2-3 weeks waiting for one Saturday. I found it very different, and it stresses me because to me you can see the funeral being a commodity, funeral being, the life of your friend, your brother, your sister, your loved one. It comes second to work. You have to work first and then buy some after tears, buy dresses for the funeral guys. That makes that putting lipstick on a funeral, which is it's not a ceremony, it's something that is somber, something that we have to be attended by people who the expressions must be, we don't even smile or laugh for. I know you can smile or laugh at a funeral, but to prepare like a party, I find it very different. And so that really shocked me in South Africa when I lived there, that the funeral comes second to work, to money. Yeah, it's not that they don't get hurt. I'm not saying they don't feel the pain. I might be understanding it totally wrong and different. But that's how I view it when I was in South Africa. It looked like the people would still go on with their life and only wait for a Saturday to bury. And you and me, you know exactly where it came from. It's not by choice that people want to bury their loved ones on weekend, but you can see where the trend came from, and you can see the power of whatever force that forced that to happen is still there today. Sometimes it makes me sad. But anyway, that's my story today. I love you so much.